Hello, ladies. Welcome back. This is your wellness tip of the week. I'm Dr. B. Others call me Dr. Bowman. I'm a psychotherapist licensed in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I have a practice with 5 awesome women of color here to serve you. My practice name is Vision, Hope, and Healing. And if you'd like to find out more about my practice and what I do, you can visit visionhopeandhealing.com, visionhopeandhealing.net, or simply Google me, Dr. Teresa Bowman on Google. All right. To check out some reviews. Reviews are very important when you're looking for a clinician. All right. So my wellness tip of the week is about cognitive distortions. Now, we often hear that stress is the silent killer, but I like to argue that cognitive distortions are actually the real silent killer. And they kind of add fuel to the fire if you're dealing with a diagnosis of anxiety or depression. Okay. So what are cognitive distortions? They're really different lenses that we can see the world through, different distorted perspectives that kind of skew our way of viewing seemingly harmless or maybe somewhat harmless situation. It can cause us to magnify the situation, catastrophize, see it in black and white, not see all the possible solutions, blow it way out of proportion. And there's several. Okay, I'll just talk about a few today that can really get us in trouble. But what I'd like you to do is to consider cognitive distortions as the little men on your shoulder, right? We've all seen commercials where there's a little devil and there's a little angel. Well, cognitive distortions, they sit on our shoulders as well, and they tell us this is bigger than what you think, or you're never going to find your way out of this. This is impossible. This person will never change. This person will always be the same. And those distorted, closed ways of thinking can really cause us to kind of spiral into depression or spiral into anxiety. What we want to do is strive to stay open-minded and really work on ourselves, do some self-reflective work, okay, to gain insight and really understand, am I displaying this or not? Am I looking at the situation from all angles? And there's several apps that can help you work on eliminating cognitive distortions from your dialogue. One app that I love and highly recommend is the Mood Kit app, and that's available for iPhones, for my iPhone peeps. So if you have a Droid, I don't know what to tell you. But for my iPhone family, the Mood Kit app is really effective in helping you to work through cognitive distortions, or you can simply Google cognitive distortions to learn more about them. Black or white thinking, all or nothing thinking is one type of distortion, and that's where you see things your way or the highway. It's either right or it's wrong. There's left or right. So I want to argue with you and I want to challenge you, I would say, to think about the gray. Think about the gray in every situation as opposed to thinking of black and white. Okay. Fortune telling. That's when we try to predict the future before we really know what's going on. Oh, I've seen this before. Oh, this relationship won't work out. This is going to be horrible. I'll never succeed with that business plan. I'll never succeed. So we're talking ourselves out of the situation without really paying attention to the possibilities, employing our resources, using what we know, gaining knowledge of what we don't know. Okay, so we're fortune telling, trying to predict the future. Negative filtering is the last distortion I'll talk about today. Negative filtering is when we have a tendency to observe the negatives of a situation and ignore the positives. Okay, I call it the nagging Nancy, okay, or stinking thinking. All right. So we only see the bad, but we don't see the good that's happening in our lives right now. Sure, this year has been very challenging for us all. We've had to deal with a pandemic. We had to deal with some very difficult moments, but guess what? We're alive. Our families are safe. We're able to celebrate the holidays. Our finances may not be where we want them to be, but it could be worse. Okay. We have jobs, we have our health relatively. So we have to focus on what is going right. And one thing that can help you to stop negative filtering, if this is something you're doing, is to start a gratitude journal, waking up every morning and simply writing down 2 or 3 things that you appreciate about the day before. Okay. So try it. Gratitude journaling, cognitive distortions, mood kit app. We want to challenge those distortions. Okay. That's our challenge for this year and the year 2022. Okay. So stress is not the silent killer. Cognitive distortions are. Check it. Check yourself. All right. Have a great week. Thank you.